Nice. Two. Get in SnipeZilla here. Summon everyone. Before Discord blows. That? Streamer mode if I do. And then I want to change.
You failed stalemate. Let's have a go at it.
Alright. Now I gotta fix my seating position. I see Caboose, it looks like is joining. Maybe? And it looks like my camera broke. There we go. Okay, I fixed it. Nice. XXL? Oh, hell no.
Get to it.
Boost is on my team, thank god. Damn. I was behind the wall. I'm like not warmed up at all. I literally like, I know it's like 5 p.m. or whatever, but I like have not been awake for very long. My hands are still like kind of shaky and I'm not locked in at all. Dude, we're both so fucking bad at this video game. Me in particular. What? Dude, his crouches are so good. I feel like I always crouch like too late. But I'm in the habit of thinking like if I crouch too early, I'll fucking die or whatever. I think there's thunder outside.
Everything about your neck's gonna be a fine red mist.
Yeah, I'm in Washington, Caboose. I'm pretty far out from Seattle, but I think like a little farther east, but oh shit, yeah. The peninsula is where the weather is pretty rough, is my understanding.
Bloody bogans!
Yeah. I guessed wrong. Yeah, finally. What were you on before? I think we were talking about this last week, right? You were on like 75 or something before? Yeah, you were on 75, yeah. That's kind of rough. I think like I've used 240 hertz monitors before, and I honestly like you definitely get like diminishing returns from it. Like I honestly don't think I would ever buy anything over 120. I would probably go back to using a CRT before I went to a 240 hertz monitor. Whoa. Big lag spike. Yeah, 60 to 120 or 144 is like super noticeable. Like if my monitor, like, because I play on Linux, the sometimes my monitor doesn't default to 120 hertz, so like when I turn my monitor off and then back on, I have to set it to 120 hertz again. And if I like forget and I'm like playing on 60 hertz, it's like pretty freaking rough. It's very noticeable. You see a different features advantage on Linux? I swear I feel a difference between Windows and Linux even though I copy paste my settings. Okay, I'll tell you this. I absolutely do. There is like a huge difference between Windows and Linux on Peeker's advantage. This is like a thing, like, so Breeze has always played on Linux. He's never played on Windows before. And when I changed from Windows to Linux, I was like, dude, this is like, it's like so different. I don't know if it's better or worse. It felt worse, but maybe only because I wasn't used to it. But I definitely think that, like, it definitely feels like on Windows you get way more, like, compensation on corners than you do on Linux. It's very noticeable to me. In my head, I always think that it's probably something to do with like the difference in network drivers, or potentially like how the game does networking stuff, but I think it's maybe in an operating system level. Yeah, I don't know, because I switched to playing Team Fortress 2 on Linux in like 2018, which I think they still had a native Linux build at the time, and I never noticed a change when they switched. At least not significant. Cats, are you getting on? All right. Damn. Dude, this is rough. Second monitor action, yeah, real. Vibe coding. Do you use AI much when you play? Or when you write code for work? I know when I was at Microsoft, Microsoft was of course pushing for people to use Copilot or whatever, and it was kind of interesting to see like you know, there's like this, like, the controversy between like AI slop code and like the ability to develop at a much faster pace. Like there's definitely a trade-off, but at the same time it's like I don't know, I think that there is also the aspect of like, you know, the artist argument. Like there is some like artistic like creativity that goes into writing software, and I think you sort of lose a bit of that when you use AI for that too. But I do think it's going to become a problem eventually, like where companies are hiring people that are maybe not super confident in development to just like review AI code. Productivity increase, but loss of low-level design control and learning opportunities. Yeah, absolutely. Damn. Nice crouch. I've received a text message. Ah. I'm at 10 years experience. I think this level helps productivity, especially on shit that's annoying to code. Yeah, so I'll be like honest, like, you know, I was like doing some development stuff at Microsoft, but I was like more or less just like an intern, right? Like I wasn't like I was building features, but like under like heavy observation and review, right? And so like I can't really speak, you know, like 10 years of experience is like a huge difference from, you know, someone that dropped out of college and then did programming as like sort of a hobby and then like sort of did an internship slash other stuff at Microsoft. Like my experience is like kind of like all over the place. But even like when I was at Microsoft, like I always like, if I was going to use like AI for stuff, the only time I would use it was if I needed to write something that I knew how to do, like looping through like we were messing with like database with like ASP.NET and stuff, and so I had to like pull a bunch of data and like manage it, and so it's just like writing loops that just go through a database looking for specific sets of data. It's like, this is like the kind of thing that AI is perfect for, because it's like, sure, I could write that and I could probably do it right on the first try, but it's like I don't want to spend like 10 minutes just like, you know, writing out like a series of for loops or whatever. Like I can just have the fucking bot do that for me. Damn. 10 kill streak, what the hell?
Everything above your neck's gonna be a fine red mist.
Holy shit, I had to read too. There's definitely a subtle cognitive decline effect by using that. Yeah, that's definitely true. I definitely agree with that. Like, I think like when you're in college, or even if you're just like doing like interview prep for development, like that's like the kind of stuff that you're doing a lot, you know? Like a lot of those like kinds of preparation things are like write a loop that parses through like this kind of thing. a very like, it's like a thing that you need to know how to do, but at the same time it's like also like the like most tedious and least involved, which is like, that's kind of why I think using AI to write code is like sort of problematic, because it's like it takes out all of the stuff that, like, I don't want to say like makes it interesting, but I don't even know the words that I'm trying to say. You definitely lose something, like, I think it's sort of like if you, you know, I'm not much of an artist, but like if you're like painting some shit or like building a house or whatever, like there's always like some like artistic sense of accomplishment or whatever that you get from doing that kind of thing. And I think you get that when you like write an application or build a website or whatever. Like you get that kind of feeling of like accomplishment that you've done something and that you're like gaining experience and you're learning and shit. But if you use AI to do it, even if you accomplish like the same thing, then you feel sort of like hollow almost. Like yeah. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. You don't feel pride in your work. Like I think the thing is, you know, as someone who's like somewhat new to like a enterprise or like even like vaguely professional like development, it's like even if you write code that's like not perfect, someone reviews it and says like here's like some things that you need to fix or like whatever, you still feel like, okay, well, at least I, like, you know, you feel accomplishment of writing code that's functional, even if it's not the necessarily the best code. Like, if it has problems, you still at least feel like you did the work and you got it to a point where, you know, it could be, like, functional and, like, fixed or whatever. I don't know how that hit him. Damn, I don't know how that didn't hit him. I'm gonna get caboosed. Oh, shit. Damn.